Hey guys, I think we are live. So
Yes, we are
welcome
live now.
back. Welcome back. In this testnet series, we'll be showcasing a demo of our order book interface and how the specifically the focus will be on how a user will connect his wallet and also how he'll be placing a trade. And we also focus on on the fact that the user's signature from his wallet is actually required for placing the trade, and that actually shows that even though we have an opt-in order book, the permission from the user is required for placing a transaction. That will be main focus on that. And we also have a disclaimer, like we were working on this and it's not yet finished. It's not expected to work properly all the time, at the same time, but we didn't want to delay the demo interface to you guys. So we are still here to share the demo, and you can see that. On top of that, after the demo, Vivek shows the demo, we'll be moving on with the four other updates that we have, big milestones that we have, and then that will be the total agenda of today's call. All right, Vivek, you can take it away.
Yeah, thank you, Gautam. And greetings, everyone. I think everybody is excited to see the interface. I believe a screenshot was actually shared on Twitter. But today you can see the interface, how it looks like. And as Gautam mentioned, it's a simulation interface, so you will notice a few things here and there. But, we'll show you how um, the interface behaves. I'll share the screen now. Give me a second. Share screen. All right, here you go. So this is the work in progress interface. So this is how the interface will look like. And for a person who's actually going to log in, he will see that he has the option to connect his wallet. And if you have a Polkadot.js wallet already installed, you can see the wallet address here. And he has to click on collect wallet, and this is basically what he'll have to do when he tries to first log in. So your address will be displayed here, and you can basically try to interact with this. This is a simulation environment, so you have trades being placed automatically to simulate that. And if you try to place a test trade, you can actually just give some dummy value. And when you click on the trade, buy or sell button, you'll be asked to be prompted for another signature to complete the.
Vivek, 1 minute. Let me just
Yeah,
explain
sure.
what's happening here. So, as you can see here, for the user to sign in or log in instead of the traditional way of using password and email and password, Polkadex will be using the wallet. That will be the login information. So you don't need to require to remember any password. It's really just the password that is used for the Polkadot.js extension, and it's actually provides a better experience. And also you will see that when we release the mobile app to the beta developers, the beta community, you will see that for the mobile app, you just need to remember a pin. So using the pin, you can sign. You can simply type that pin in, and you'll be logged in using your private key that is stored in your phone, just like the Polkadot.js extension. And also you can see that for placing a trade, you have to sign a transaction. So what this means is, without the signature from the user's wallet, nobody can place a transaction or a place order to the system. So that's the main beauty. You can see here, it's the Vivek's account is getting invoked. Polkadot.js is showing a message, and it is signing a message on behalf of Vivek, and then sending it to the backend. And also note that you can see, like, you will see that Dash and BTC. It's just for the time being, for the for the appearance. We are just implementing that. It doesn't mean that we'll be supporting Dash when we go live. Maybe in the future we will support that, but at the moment we don't have any preference over Dash, but it's just for the for the sake of simulation. And also you can see that it's currently local host, as the simulation is running on the local PC of Vivek. And once it is much more beautiful, and we have to mess around in the fonts, the font type that we use, font size, and make it more appealing before we release to the beta tester. So you can expect that most probably by end of the month or maybe early next month. So, but we believe that this demo will give a brief idea about how Polkadex, will be working functionally, like functionality wise, how this will be working. Yeah, Leo is asking like, is it like MetaMask? Yes, it's exactly like MetaMask. So you have to sign a transaction. That's how you log in, and also you have to sign, and then only you can place a trade. We will be using Polkadot Relay chain, Leo over here. Yes.
Right. So the order goes through, and this is how it basically functions. And same thing for the sell order. So it's a basic simulation interface, how it will look like when you interact with the order book. So there are a few more features to be added here, and so those things will come once everything is well knitted together.
Yeah, we still have a lot of work to do from the user experience side. It is nowhere near ready, and we still need most probably 1.5 months to complete that, and then we'll be releasing to the beta testers. And once they provide the feedback, like adjusting certain buttons or adjusting a user experience, once we integrate that, then it will be released to the open public, where we'll be having an incentivized testnet where people can join and see and try out any that the public can join and see and test. So that will be the roughly the roadmap that we'll be following after this demo. And yeah, I think that's all.
So shall I?
Vivek, yeah, please. So the remaining updates that we have for today's AMA is that Polkadex has officially released. If you check out the releases section of Polkadex, you can see that we have officially released out our version 0.2 of Polkadex, which contains the Babe consensus and staking and the proof of stake consensus, and it will be updated in the public testnet shortly. And it also contains Polka Pool, the feeless transaction that everyone is so everyone's favorite. And it also contains like other transaction that will be used for hello, yeah, so that will be used for the off-chain order book and reserve system. So, and you can also expect that the testnet upgrade is is going to happen mostly later this month, where the public can download the code and also run it and start and join the test network. If you check out the README of Polkadex right now, you will see that there's a complete documentation on how to start a validator, how to run a full node, and all the other related documentation for like how to successfully compile the code and stuff. And the next important update is we have officially started the audit of Polkadex codebase by Security Research Labs from Berlin, and they have started from July 1st, and we'll be going through the audit all the complete month and most probably mid of next month.
Okay.
Yeah, Vivek, can you? Yeah, all right. So most probably, yeah, as I was saying, we started the audit of Polkadex codebase earlier this month, and we'll be going through that, and then we'll be releasing the report, and also we'll be fixing all the issues that they will be raising, if any. They haven't raised any yet, but if any they raise any issues with the codebase, then we'll be fixing that, and we'll be updating it, and we'll be announcing to the through a testnet series demo. We'll be announcing that what all fixes were there and how did we fix it, and we can also expect a Medium article. And I think that's all update we have for today. And yeah, I think we can move on to the AMA questions or any other questions that the community has. Is there anything else?
Almost about 5 engineers joining us. It's been a busy month for us in terms of hiring. We have new engineers joining, and you can see their details if you go to GitHub.
Yeah. So we wanted to announce one more thing, but we are working on a special project of ours, which will have a bigger impact on the Polkadex community. And as soon as that technology is working and we believe that it is all good to go, then we'll be open sourcing the code base, and also we'll be having a big announcement on that, because if that thing is working, that particular protocol is working, we'll be able to bring a lot of liquidity to Polkadex, and a lot of staking opportunity for Polkadex token holders, and also a better incentives and rewards for the Polkadex validators. So this is protocol that we are really excited about. And on top of that, along with the Polka pool palette, where we have the dynamic staking and feeless swaps, we believe we will be able to do something that nobody has ever done, and we'll be able to bring multiple tokens together and create a swap in Polka pool. So we'll be making a big announcement as soon as that is work. You can expect that announcement maybe like 1 or 2 months from now. We'll be upgrading it to the Polkadex network once it goes live also. And yeah, so that's one of the sneak peek into the Polkadex engineering team. All right.
Can we go to the questions for them?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you want to take it up, Vivek?
Yeah. How easy and efficient is Polkadex order book to use for people new to crypto? Can the innovations in Polkadex order book meet all the needs and gaps of today's modern traders? Well, the intention is to do that. And as you can see in the demo, we're trying to create the same look and feel that you normally face when you log into a centralized exchange or an exchange that you're familiar with. And that goes with any other traditional financial markets. You have the order book, which is more familiar to you. So the idea is to bring that experience. So definitely, I think once the features work as we intend to, as we have mentioned in the website and also in our feature list, it will be making it more efficient through the order book.
Yeah. Thanks, Vivek.
Yep.
So what type of orders will be initially made available on Polkadex order book? So we'll be starting with limit orders and market orders. And because we want to make sure that the basic systems and the related systems of order book is working perfectly before we dive deep into other functionalities. But if you check our timeline, we do have margin trading, stop loss, and all the other advanced trades types in plan, and we'll already start working on that as soon as the mainnet goes live and the order book goes live. So yeah, within the first 6 months of the product being live, you can expect all the different types of advanced trades available in Polkadex order book.
Yeah, the next one is how Polkadex deal with high volume trading. Generally, a scenario where today's centralized exchanges such as Binance or Coinbase would just stop taking orders altogether. Okay. Yeah. Gautam, you wanted?
Yeah. So the way the Polkadex is built, it's able to support 500,000 trades per second. So we believe that there will be rare situations where the system or the community requires more than that, but we believe we will do as much as what we can to make sure that we have sufficient scalability, and also there is no way the system will crash and burn. So we will make sure that it won't happen. And also the system is written in such a way that it can scale up infinitely. So it's just a matter of we as a company as an off-chain order book scaling up and increasing the capacity. So we can expect much better experience during a bull run, or any kind of situations where we need more volume in the exchange. So that won't be a problem.
Yeah, how is Polkadex able to achieve order book functionality on a decentralized platform, a feat only centralized exchanges have been able to implement so far? I think that statement is not right. There have been so many instances where order book was tried in decentralized platforms. The living example itself is the Delta, right? It is one of the first platforms, and you have the ZeroX protocol, and people have tried to implement it. The problem being the interface being too slow and the transactions taking time to finalize. It becomes difficult for the traders to call their shots and finalize and make their trades in a quick manner. So that is a big hindrance for people to trade for a profit. So that is why it is not really attained enough liquidity so far. So we are trying to solve that problem with Polkadex.
Yeah, and from a technical point of view, we achieve that using off-chain order book, where at the end of the day, why don't we trust centralized exchanges? Because there are you are sending your funds to someone else, and you are simply trusting them to hold on to your funds while you trade, right? And it's not because of any other issue. So that's the core problem that we are trying to solve, so that the Polkadex blockchain will make sure that all the funds in the off-chain order book is secured by the validators of the network and not by the operator. So there is a clear mathematical proof and cryptographic systems in place that will make sure that the operator cannot, even if the operator goes offline, the end users can recover their funds. So that's the main highlight. You can, when you have that functionality, there is no incentive for a rational operator to do anything bad. And also, using the trusted execution technology, we make sure that the operator cannot do insider trading, and also he cannot front run or block any sort of any certain individuals from trading, and also he cannot, at the end of the day, they cannot tamper with the flow of execution. So that's what we need to achieve. It's not like decentralized order book doesn't necessarily mean that it should be on chain. The order book should be on chain. That's the simplest way to do that. That's why we took the great extent of developing two components, where blockchain will do what it's best at, like securing the funds, and the off-chain part will do what it's best at, providing low latency, high frequency trading. So we are combining these two technologies together to achieve what the hybrid exchange, where we have the security of funds just like the blockchain, and we have the speed of centralized exchanges in off-chain order book. So that's how we solve it.
What's special about on-chain order book? What advantages does Polkadex have over Binance Dex?
Yeah, that's actually wrong. We don't have on-chain order book. It's an off-chain order book. So the advantage is we can support high-frequency trading, like literally less than, about 20 millisecond latency trading.
Right. Binance Dex is still a network, right? So it takes
Yeah.
to settle transactions. So what kind of APR do you expect for your liquidity pools? Are there any other types of PDEX staking?
Yeah. So there are, just like how Polkadot has the, the liquidity, the Polkadot has the staking program, the validator staking program. The Polka Dex will also have the same thing. So the validators require nominations from the end users for staking, and then the nominators, or the normal people who provide stake will get rewards from the inflation. So that's there. And on top of that, like I said earlier, the secret project that we are working on will also contain lots of staking opportunities, and also normally the Polka pool you are staking, so it doesn't have APR. The Polka pool doesn't have any kind of APR, but you get, people are staking on it. Everyone will be staking on it because they're getting keyless transaction. So there are a lot of opportunities for staking. Also getting other kinds of token, like for example, people bringing Bitcoin to or Ethereum to Polkadex. The validators and stakers will also get a part of that. So Polkadex has a lot planned for token holders, where they get staking incentives, bridging incentives, and all the other kind of incentives. On top of that, we also have liquidity mining for Polka pool, and also for Polkadex order book. So yeah, we don't want to reveal the exact numbers right now because we are still working out the economics, but we do have better staking programs.
Right. So next is about the parachain slot before the mainnet launch. Before the mainnet launch, because it's in September, right? So
Yeah.
I think it also depends on our audit, which is currently going on, and also the order book being ready by then, right? Completely. We may start work on the Rococo, I believe, right, Gautam, by that time. But that's
Most probably
parachain
by
slot.
September. Yeah. The mainnet will be starting as a standalone network, and then we'll also have a parachain which will be getting connected to Polkadot and not to Sama. Because for a product, like for an application specific project like Polkadex, it doesn't it doesn't make sense to have two different bridges to, or two different instances of two networks like Kusama and Polkadot. So we are focusing on Polkadot because it provides much better security. It's, even the term Kusama says that, like, it's for chaos. It's a testing ground. It's an experimental ground. So, but a product like Polkadot, an application specific product like Polkadot, requires much more stable environment. So that's why we will be launching on Polkadot specifically. And yeah, as soon as our product is ready, the standalone network is working properly and everything is going good, we will be launching in Polkadot. And that will be, before that we will be doing Rococo launch, where we'll be doing a test on that, and most probably if Parity is doing that by Westend deployment, then we will also do that. Only then we'll be moving on with the Polkadot, which will also have a crowd loan and other related programs.
Now about the bots, can you make configure on your own port on the text like on KuCoin or external only?
Yeah, that's a really good question, because definitely we are working on CCXT based APIs. So for the trading bots, which means that all the trading bots that normally a centralized exchange supports will be supported in Polkadot. So we have multiple partnerships planned in pipeline. We are in talks with them. So we'll be announcing that. You can see that most of the dexes out there, trading bots out there, will be supported in Polkadot. How is liquidity handled?
Liquidity handled. I think there are types of liquidity. I believe there is a liquidity coming in from the Parachain and Ethereum, but then we are also working on other native interoperability solutions, which Gautam spoke about, which will help us to bring in liquidity natively from other chains. And finally, I think the regulated liquidity, right, which is coming in from institutions. That'll happen as soon as the fiat gateway is ready. There are several points of liquidity, I believe. Yeah, essentially it's an exchange, so it should act as a junction point for collecting liquidity from as many sources as possible. So we'll be working on that.
Yeah.
Is everything still on track to be delivered according to your roadmap? I think everything is back, except, please, Gautam.
Yeah, sure. We can do, no problem. Yeah.
All right. See, I think everything is will be. I think everything's on track. The only delays that might happen would be getting the final audits ready, because getting the audits on time is kind of very difficult these days, as everybody is really busy and we have booked our slots. We may go for a final audit due to the additional features that we've implemented while these audits are going on. So before the product goes live, we may go for a final audit. So that is the only thing that might delay for the actual product to go on production. But otherwise, code-wise and getting the feature ready on testnet, I think we are on track.
All right. Yeah, I think we can take the last 3 questions and wrap up, because it's moving out of topic. So yeah, we can wrap up today's.
I think next one is about what has happened to Binance lately with mainstream news all over getting banned. How will products be different compared to them? Will we be having to face such issues because we have a fiat on-ramp feature? Yeah, right. I think it's that part which can be but it is more than that, right? Obviously, Polkadot is not just a fiat on-ramp feature. It has a distributed network, which means that you ultimately have control over the network. And since nobody has control over them, the protocol releases like swap and everything will still function. It shouldn't be a problem. Just like any other.
Regarding the order book, we will make sure, because we are already regulated and we have decentralized KYC, so we will make sure our best that we won't be having any issues like these in the Polkadot order book. And regarding the general network, it will still go on. It will always have the the requirement, the normal stuffs of a decentralized network, and it will keep on living even without the team.
All right. I think last question would be there's only one real question after looking at all the progress the team has made and how beautiful the demos are so far. Thank you very much. And then is well moved. Well, we are working together. I think thank you so much for the feedback. We are really enjoying the AMAs. I believe we can make it very interactive if more product-specific questions are asked, and we will try to come up with AMAs and as much as possible on Crowdcast so that anything that needs to be answered live can be addressed. So yeah, really
Yeah.
excited for the product. Personally, we ourselves are looking forward to trading on this. So we'll be trying our best to get this working the way we want. So
Yeah,
look,
we will definitely move our stash over to Polkadot. So, and on top of that, yeah, and on top of that, we will be coming up with lots of updates in the following weeks, and we will be sharing them with the beta testers and also with the community. Yeah.
yeah, the beta testers are waiting. I think just be a little bit more patient because we need to make sure that the interface and the flow is as user intuitive as possible before giving it to you. That makes it easier for you. Otherwise, you have to go through a lot of configuration. So we are trying to work it, make it work with Dockers and Docker containers and everything, making it easier for you to start testing. So just give us some more time to get this ready, please.
All right.
Thank you.
So I
Thank you
think
so much.
that's the
I
end,
think
guys. Bye
let's call
bye.
that a wrap, right?
Bye bye.
Okay.